All right, guys, let me know when you can see me in here. I'm gonna try this one more time. We'll see what happens. Hopefully I got decent stream health. It says excellent, so let's see. I think I had a problem with the Wi-Fi or something earlier. Not 100% sure what was going on with that. Let's try another live. Don't forget to smash likes, guys, if you're in here. Let's see what's going on. You guys know my Elliott wave. If you are not familiar with my Elliott wave count, this is it. I believe we are in wave 5. And I do think we're still going to head down to the mid-20s, although obviously we're getting a little bounce here. Will this bounce continue? That's what we're going to talk about. Thank you guys for dealing with the crappy live earlier. So let's take a look at what's going on. So we're still watching this RSI in the daily here. We are getting some support on this trend line. Will it hold? We'll see. This daily close may be pretty interesting. Let's go over to let's get into another chart here. Here's our daily chart. We don't have any divergence right here. We still had this big hidden bearish divergence, still have more room to the downside, which I do think is most likely that we're going to continue to the downside, and I'll talk about that why in a little bit. Again, I want to stress on this chart right here. This is the dollar overlaid on the Bitcoin chart, and the dollar has bottomed, in my opinion. I'm pretty bullish on Bitcoin. I mean, I'm bullish. I take that back. I'm not bullish on Bitcoin. I'm bullish on the dollar. And if we look at the MACD right here, it is flipping bearish on the daily again down here. So that's not looking very promising. Let's see. Gonna show you guys a few more things I'm looking at. Obviously, you know, I'm bearish on all three of these. Bitcoin on the left, which we had the sell signal way over here. Ethereum in the middle. We had our sell signal last week, I believe it was, when I started talking about it. Maybe a couple weeks ago. It was on the 11th, 10th or 11th. And then, of course, our Litecoin sell signal. Let's take a look at what's going on here. This was the chart from this morning. And if we take a good look, guys, what's going on here, we did get up above that 35.5, but we take a good look at the 4-hour. This is looking bearish. We are making higher highs in the RSI, lower highs in the price action right here. Let me get all this other stuff off of here so you can clear it up a little bit so you can see it. But yeah, as you can see, lower highs here, higher highs on the RSI. That is hidden bearish divergence. I do think there's a possibility we can turn around and go back down from here. If we were to pop up, what areas would we be watching? I know a lot of people are wondering about that. Let's take a look at it. We'll pull up the Fibonacci retracement levels from the swing high, which was right over here. Pull it down to the swing low. As of right now, we made it up to the 0.236 and getting rejected there. If we were to pass that 36.2 range, the next range to watch would be 37.1. And then the golden pocket zone right here is right around the 38,000. So there's a possibility we could go up here. If we do break this low, I do expect us to come back down and test this 31,000 area. And as you guys know, I do think we are in wave 4, if this isn't wave 5 starting here. I wouldn't consider it wave 5 starting until we break this low of 30,000. And then I would consider it that wave 5, and that would bring me to this longer term count. I'm going to get into the chat now. There's 179 viewers and only 57 likes, guys. If you guys would go down under the video right here and smash that like button, I would appreciate it. This chart has not changed. Nothing has changed here. It has been the exact same since May. This chart here was from March 24th. Absolutely nothing has changed in this chart either. But it does look like the daily RSI has reset. Might get another little pump up here. Now, what we need to watch is the markets, traditional markets. Lady Jane Smith was about to get in the pool. Didn't get the notification. Yeah, a lot of people probably won't get the notification because I think YouTube will only put notifications out twice within a 24-hour period. And I had all that screwy crap going on last time. So if you guys could share the video, get it out there, tweet it, do whatever. Make sure you smash the likes because that does help YouTube put it out in front of other people. All right, so how long do we got till close here? 10 minutes. All right, let's go over the traditional markets real quick. Let's go into the pre-markets. As of right now, the Dow is down 34 points, S&P down 5, and NASDAQ down 4, almost 5. So if we go over into, I tried to explain this earlier. Guys, I do think the traditional markets are in trouble. This is on the weekly chart. As you can see, we've made higher highs. This was from way back in 2018, January 2018. This is now higher highs in the price action, lower highs in the RSI. That is bearish divergence. We also made more right here on this yellow or green line, whatever that is, higher highs and slightly lower highs. The markets, traditional markets, look like they're in serious trouble. The dollar looks bullish to me still. If you look here on the dollar, lower highs, this is a 4-hour, so it's not, long term, but this is lower highs in the RSI, higher highs in the price action. That's hidden bullish divergence. I do think we got another leg up. This does look like a little bull flag here. Probably get another push up here. The dollar will eventually have to correct at some point. Our RSI is kind of high here, but we've seen it before where it was that high, made a quick correction, and just continued up, which I do believe is most likely what's going to happen. As you guys know, if you watch the channel, I'm bullish on the dollar for the next year or so, and I will show you why. And I'll show you it against Bitcoin. This is a 4-hour. Let's get into the daily. I tried to show this earlier. Don't know what all got through on them videos, but we're going to take a look at all these. Gold looks horrible too. Looks like it may get a little bounce here, but in the longer term, medium to longer term, gold looks horrible. So does silver. Same, no notification, but smash the likes. I appreciate that. Yeah, we probably won't get many viewers in here because there is no notifications. But it's all good. Those that made it, welcome. And let's take a look. So this is what I wanted to show you in the Dow, right? And a lot of people, something else I wanted to talk about, like you see other YouTubers, the guys that really get into the news and all that stuff, the fundamentals, and they think price goes by that. Guys, remember that Bitcoin is pure speculation still. I'm not a Bitcoin hater. I do think Bitcoin serves a great purpose, and it will most likely get it'll get mass adoption at some point. I don't think that point is anytime real soon, though, in my opinion. I think we have years before we see that. So anyways, this is the Dow Jones. In 2008, the big crash was 55%. If we go over to gold, gold crashed 34%. Silver crashed 61%. The dollar rose 27%, guys. When them crashes happen, smart money, big hedge funds, all that, they sell all their assets. They get into the dollar. The dollar is the safe haven. Dollar inflation, right? Well, there's fear in the dollar. What's one of the biggest market rules? Buy the fear. The fear is in the dollar. I do believe that the dollar does have a good year of upside coming in the longer term. Now let's take a look at that Bitcoin chart let me get that MACD off there. So if we look at the Bitcoin chart right here, obviously this is Bitcoin. The green line is the dollar. Let me move it over a little bit so you can see it. There we go. So when the dollar bottomed over here in 2014, Bitcoin topped. When the dollar topped in 2014 here, Bitcoin hit a bottom. And when it topped here, Bitcoin hit another bottom. But if we look at the tops of this top trend line, when the dollar topped here in 2016, Bitcoin bottomed and started its bull rally of 2017. And it's not to the exact day that this happens. This is a macro. This gives you a great macro view of what's going on, though. So 2017 top, then we had the bottom here in the dollar. The top of the dollar here and top of the dollar. Here's another thing. March 2020, everything else crashed. The dollar rose again. When people get out of assets, you'll see all the commercials: buy gold, buy silver, buy Bitcoin, hedged against the dollar. When smart money goes in the dollar, everything else crashes with the market. I do think the market is in serious trouble, traditional markets. And we'll talk about something else in a minute, but the dollar topped here March 2020, Bitcoin bottomed. Bitcoin topped here, the dollar bottomed. Next time the dollar hits this trend line, I do believe that'll be the time to get back into a big hodl position in Bitcoin. That is how I'm looking at it. Now, I could be 100% wrong. I'm showing you guys my opinion. Do with it what you will. Do your own due diligence. Don't listen to anybody on YouTube, including myself. Don't trade off of what I say. Don't trade off of what anybody else says. If you do and you win, kudos, that's on you, not whoever you watched. And if you lose, same thing, that's your fault, not whoever you're watching. But anyways, because absolutely nobody knows what's going to happen in the market 100%. It's impossible. If they're telling you they do, they're lying to you. So anyways, let's take another look at the longer term Bitcoin chart. Well, actually, let's take a look at the Dow Jones. So let's zoom out on the Dow Jones here. This is the weekly chart, like I said. Here is where Bitcoin came around, right? Bitcoin has never seen any bear market in traditional markets. And that whole time, even though there was no bear market in the traditional markets, Bitcoin still managed to correct 85 to 90% in Bitcoin's bear runs or bear market. So what happens if there is a big correction in the stock market? Bitcoin's not going to be able to hold up, in my opinion. Just be aware of that, guys. If the markets crash, and again, I could be dead wrong. Maybe they don't. Maybe it continues up forever, just crazy up without a big correction. But I think the traditional markets are in serious trouble here. That's my view. And like I said, what happens if the market does have a huge correction? Why would Bitcoin hold up when gold and silver never did? I don't see a reason for it. So that's my view on the big picture of all the markets, looking at it all. Let's see, where are we? We got 3 minutes to close. Let's get over to a daily and just see how it is looking. Let me get this stuff off here. So daily close, still below the EMAs, nothing huge there. This does look like a possible reversal candle, but I'm not convinced. We did have a big, nice drop there. All right, so let me get into the chat here for a minute. Hey guys, if you would, please go under the video and smash that like button. I'd appreciate it. Again, YouTube isn't putting out notifications. I think they only do 2 in a 24-hour period, and we had the big mishap earlier. Oh yeah, it's weekly close today too. Let's take a look at that. Weekly close is horrible. Absolutely horrible. We are getting scrunched in between the EMAs here. Plenty of room for the downside on the weekly, guys. I would be I would be extremely scared to long anything. Lady Jane Smith said, wimpy BTC pump into the close. Yeah, the volume is like nothing. Let's go over to the volume. Yeah, volume is literally nothing. Obsolete. There is no big volume there. Let's keep an eye on this on the daily. This rising wedge in the RSI. It is looking like it wants to get support here. We'll see what happens in the next couple days. Again, keep a close eye on traditional markets. Let's zoom into the dollar on the 4-hour just to see how that's doing. Like I said, it looks like a little bull flag forming. We'll check it out. Yeah, so dollar looks like it's going to have at least one more push up coming here. Yeah, at least one more push up. We had a nice one here. We may see another one of these. But that usually when the dollar goes up, Bitcoin goes down. Let's take a look at, there was something else I wanted to point out to you guys. I can't quite remember. Let's get into the chat. See what you guys got to say. Give me your thoughts. And pumped us up and back to square. 20 seconds. You the man, Savvy. Say it how it is. Thanks, Emmy. I appreciate it, man. Thank you for the super chat. Good looking out. Was there another super chat I missed? It looked like there was. Maybe not. Maybe the euro is just worth that much more than the dollar right now. Leveled to buy Cardano. I am not big on Cardano, guys. If Bitcoin's going down here, like I said, the best case scenario for Bitcoin, in my opinion, remember guys, this is my opinion, the best case for Bitcoin is this right here, that we get one more fake out rally after this wave 5, which should end anywhere between now and next month, get into at least $27,000 range is what I'm looking at, and that is because that is the 0.618 retracement. And if that happens, I think we'll get a rally up to the 50 to 55,000 in the best case scenario, and then continue down from there into next year. And if this drop still has more to go for Bitcoin, I would not mess with altcoins. Could you explain how the dollar is not crashing in case of hyperinflation? I don't believe the hyperinflation narrative. Guys, there is way bigger powers that be that control these markets. And so when all that the dollars, what was the Fed doing with the dollars? They were buying assets. They were buying into the stock market to keep the stock market prop. When they start selling that stuff, they would sell it into the dollar, raising the power of the dollar again. It happens over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. Nothing has changed exactly. The big picture, nothing's changed here. This chart has been around since right up here after 2, which was May 10th is when I drew these waves in, and so far we hit wave 3 almost perfectly. Wave 4 is playing out great, and waiting on wave 5. If we cross 47.1 before breaking 30,000, that will invalidate this count. Then this count is totally invalid, guys. And a break of this green trend line, I think that would be a bullish case again. If we break this green trend line, get support on it, could see new all-time highs like everyone's talking about. Will Christie, thank you for the super chat. Much appreciated. DXY going down right now. Expect upside in crypto. Let's take a look at DXY. DXY is not going down right now. I don't know what you're talking about. DXY is actually making a little bull flag here. And it also, DXY making low or higher lows here, lower lows here. That's hidden bullish divergence. So I don't know what you're talking about there. The dollar will at least pop up out of here and get up into the 92.80 range. So yeah, dollar's not falling right now, guys. BTC dominance chart, I really don't pay attention to that, guys. I will eventually pull that up for you guys, but possible head and shoulders on the 1 hour, someone's saying. Let's go over to the 1 hour and let's zoom in. Possible head and shoulders on the 1 hour. Let's see. Oh, that's what I wanted to talk about. A lot of them, the YouTubers that are always looking at fundamentals and stuff, and they say charts don't work, but they're always more than willing, because they're all super bullish with their fundamentals. The charts don't work, they say, but yet they'll pull up every bullish chart there is, but they won't show a bearish chart because charts don't work. I just think that's kind of funny. Can you walk through the Elliott wave theory? What the Elliott wave theory is a lot more than just a walk through on a video, bud. There's a lot going on with Elliott wave. So I don't see a head and shoulders here. Are you looking at this here? Yeah, I don't see a head and shoulders on the hourly at all. If anything, possibly a bull flag here. Keep an eye on these EMAs. If we can't get an open and close above this 55 EMA and we drop back through these, that's continuing the downtrend. You can see the volume in the hourly is going next to nothing here. Sorry, a little late, but I'm here. Sorry, I had to take the doggies out. Right on. Can we check the dominance chart? I don't have the dominance chart up because I don't pay attention to it, but I will pull it up at some point. Just not right now. Divergence means a breakout up or down. What do you mean? Divergence means a breakout up or down. Well, let's look at if there's any divergence here in the hourly. There is not any divergence really in the hourly except for here. We do have divergence in the hourly. I'll take that back. We have, and this is in the hourly, guys. We have higher highs in the RSI. We have lower highs in the price action. That is hidden bearish divergence. And hidden divergence is a continuation of the trend, and the trend is down. These have been a hot seller on my wife's webpage, anchorimage.com. There's a link down below. This is the Divergence cheat sheet mouse pad. Definitely check it out. It's on her webpage right here, anchorimage.com. Head over there. She's got a lot of cool stuff on there you guys might want to check out. It's quality stuff too, not iron on garbage, none of that stuff. So definitely check it out. Let's look at this hourly, see what's happening here. Let's go into the 4 hours, see if we see any divergence there. And we do the same thing. We'll zoom in a little bit. Divergence is a great tool to learn how to use. Now, it's not 100%. You know, this could pump up and erase this divergence. It would have to get above, it would have to close above the 36,137 to invalidate this divergence here. But if you look at it, all we're getting is higher highs in the RSI, lower highs in the price action, hidden bearish divergence. Let's go down to the 15-minute time frame. See if we see anything here. We actually are showing a little hidden bullish divergence in the 15-minute. So we could come back down to this 55 EMA, about 35.2, get a little bounce up. But definitely 15-minute has a lot of ways to go down still. Could we be making a bull flag here? Let's take a look at the bullish case in the 15-minute for you bulls out there. Could this be a bull flag? Definitely a possibility. Come back down, test here at the 55 EMA, which is at 35.1, 35.2 range. And if we measure a bull flag, if we were to break up out of here, would be around the $37,000 range, which would be confluent with all this over here. So there's your bullish case. In the bigger picture, I really don't see any big bullish thing playing out, guys. Again, watching the traditional markets, let's take a look at the pre-market. Still down. Let me refresh, make sure it's right. Yeah, still down. Everything's down. Nasdaq's up a little bit. Remember, guys, I look at the Dow The Dow is to S&P and NASDAQ as Bitcoin is to altcoins. Same type relationship. Can you explain what the funding rate is, where to find it, and how it could impact price? Yeah, the funding rate is, this here is the BitMEX funding rate. This is the one everybody used, but guys, that's only BitMEX. And this has been saying it's bullish the whole time, so you can't really rely on the funding rate too much. But you can, when it's down like this, that's favoring the bulls, and we really haven't seen any bullish moves in here. So the funding rate is just another tool you can look at, but let me see. I'll get you the name of it. This one's the funding rate by butane, I believe. Yeah, by butane. You can find it in the indicators on TradingView. I'm not sure, you may need the paid version to get that. You need the paid version to get these volume nodes on the side, which is the VPVR. Some indicators, not many, but some indicators you do need the paid version. If you don't have TradingView and you are interested in trading, you can go down below. I do have a TradingView link down there. You can start a free TradingView account and start charting and learning to chart. It's totally free, and with the free version you get like 5 indicators and X amount of charts. I'm not sure, I don't remember. But then when you are ready to move up, you can, upgrade your free version to a paid version. If you guys are interested in trading, check out PHEMEX. And people have asked me, and that link's also below. I also have a tutorial on my YouTube page. If you go over to my page, let me get in there. You go over to my channel. Right down here, there's a PHEMEX tutorial. There's also a BYBIT tutorial. But on the PHEMEX tutorial, shows you how to use their margin. And if you use my promo code, if you go in to start a margin account, use my promo code SAVVY50. You can use both promo codes, SAVVY50 and SAVVY25. SAVVY50 will get you 50% on top of whatever you deposit as a bonus to use towards your margin. So if you put in 1 Bitcoin, you get a half a Bitcoin to use towards your margin. SAVVY25 get you 25% off your fees, and they last for 30 days. All you need is an email to start an account on PHEMEX. I know some people say ask for a phone number. You don't have to give the phone number, just your email. And after 30 days, you can get it, start a new email, go back in, start another one up, and use the promo codes all over again. So definitely check it out if you are interested in trading. It is by far my favorite exchange. I don't trade against you. There's also other exchanges down there. If you're into alts, there's Binance and Gate.io. There's BYBIT. I think there's still a $1,600 bonus using my link if you deposit X amount of crypto first. Definitely check them out if you're interested. Charlie Pip said Moon Savvy. Spencer, what about the USA? What do you mean? Did I miss something? What do you mean, what about the USA? Let's look at what's going on with Bitcoin. Nothing. Just chilling. Oh. Stock market crash incoming. It's lagging again. Damn it. I don't get it. Do not get it. Happy Father's Day, Savvy. What are your thoughts on shorts cashing out? Thank you so much for all your wisdom. Thanks for the super chat, Ralph. What is going on? I have no idea what's going on with this stuff here, guys. Hold on 1 second. All right, are you still with me? I'm still having issues with my stream. I don't know what is going on with it. It is back on now. So again, guys, I apologize. So let's go into the 1 hour. I don't really like looking at the smaller time frames. I really only like the 4 hour and up. That's the, if you guys are trading small time frames, that's the smaller time frame you're trading, the riskier it is. All right, so anyways, yeah, we're getting a bounce off the 8 EMA right now. Like I said, this could be a little bull flag here. This could be a little bull flag here forming on Bitcoin. And like I said, there's always a possibility. Whoops. We get this off there. My wife just texted me and said it was fine. I don't know why it's telling me that it's something screwed up. But anyways, let me go back into this. So we talked about our retracement levels. We'll do that again for those of you that weren't in here. If we are able, or if we are going to continue up from this level, so we passed our 0.236. If we get, where is that? 35,234. If we get support here, our next resistance is around 36.4. If we can break above that and get support, then 37.3. And then our golden pocket, which is around 38,300. And then we had the 0.786. But keep an eye on that. These will be your retracement levels if this does continue up. I mean, we had a nice dump. I'm sure, you know, we're going to get a little rally. People are going to take their profits from their shorts. And when you take profits from shorts, they have to, you know, replace the Bitcoins they shorted. And that pushes the price up a little bit. The markets don't ever go straight up or straight down, guys. I know a lot of people think everything has to happen in an instant. If you look at the bigger picture, this is my bigger picture. This takes... We could be another week or so before hitting our lows. And then we have about 2 months of rise for wave B. And then another, 4 or 5, 6 months of downside after that. If this plays out like I think it will. Again, nobody knows what the market's going to do, guys. So we got 668 viewers. Guys, go down under the video and smash that like button. It is right here. Make sure you smash that like. I'd appreciate it. Helps get the video out there. Like I said, YouTube right now is not notifying people that I'm live because it only notifies, I think, twice in a 24-hour period. All right, I'm going to get back in the chat with you guys. Let's see what's going on. I think you're right. Love the studio. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. It took a little bit longer to get set up. I'm still waiting on my two paintings that are going to go back over the couch. They should be here hopefully within the next... they should be here this week, I'm hoping. I think they sent them out now. Jay Dubo said use a VPN to trade on Prime XBT. Yeah, I do have a VPN. If you guys don't use a VPN, just to be on the internet, you should at least be using a VPN. It's just another security level. They're not very expensive. I have a link to Pure VPN down below. You get a discount from using my link, and I also get a small commission. Does one say Bang Brothers? Should I call it, change the name of the channel to Crypto Casting Couch? What country do you use? Most people, I think, are using Mexico for the country. Hey, Savvy, hope you're doing well. Michael Burry is short selling more than 500 million on Tesla and saying a crash is coming. Do you agree with that? I do. I've been saying that for a while, guys. What do you suggest to really dive into for TA? Are your tutorials all we need? No, I mean, if you're going to learn TA, learn one thing at a time. Like RSI, and then learn, you know, read up on Elliott Wave, start to learn how the structures work, learn a little bit of Wyckoff, but do it, you know, piecemeal. Don't try to learn everything at once. You're just going to overwhelm yourself, and that never ends well. Join our free Discord. There's a link down below. It's totally free. It's a great community. A lot of good people in there. Definitely check it out. Remember that Michael was 2 years too early on his big short, and only with patience he was proven correct. Yeah, if you think about it, you know, the big housing bubble. We're about to have another housing bubble, but this one has a different reasoning behind it. You know, a lot of people didn't have to pay rent. A lot of people didn't have to pay their mortgage for a long time. Well, now they got to catch up in a short period of time. So if they couldn't pay it that whole time, how are they going to get the money to pay all the back? That is going to flood the housing market with tons of houses, because everybody's going to be losing their houses. So that's going to, you know, have an effect just like the housing bubble did again. Will BTC hit 30K or 40K first in the short term? I don't know. I mean, it could. There's no way to tell for sure what Bitcoin's going to do, but I do think we see this mid 20 within the next week, maybe 2 weeks tops, maybe quicker. But I'm still looking for these lows down here. Again, the only way that's invalidated is if we break 47.1, which is wave 1. Here's a quick, simple thing on Elliott Wave. These are just some quick little things of the simple things you need to learn off Elliott Waves. Like in a 5-wave impulse, wave 3 is often the longest, never the shortest. It usually lands around the 0.186. That's how we had this target way back in February. And got laughed at the whole time, and now you see what happened. But anyways, wave 3 is never the longest, or always the longest, often the longest, never the shortest. So if you're counting an Elliott wave and wave 3 is shorter than 1 and shorter than 5, then that's not the correct Elliott wave count. Wave 4 can never overlap wave 1. So if wave 4 goes up over that 47.1, it's invalidated. This Elliott wave count is wrong. Wave A, there's usually 5 waves in A, and then there's 3 waves in B, and then 5 waves in C. Yeah, I may do some tutorials later, guys, but those take time to, you know, I don't want to put out bad information, so I'm not going to slap a video together on Elliott wave, and you know, maybe I'll do some on the basic wave counts or something like that. I talked about doing it live, doing some little short tutorials live, and kind of